日本語の何々をするというパターンが多いですね。あれはね、すっごく便利です。日本語を学習している外国人にとっては、ちょっとした裏技というか、正確な動詞を覚えなくていいぐらいという方がいっぱいいます。何でも何とかするにしてしまえば通じるという方法ですね。英語に比べると、ただ do を使うだけではうまくいきません。しかしながら、動詞になる名詞というパターンがあります。何でもかんでも使えるわけではなく、なる名詞とならない名詞があります。残念ながら覚えるしかないですね。例えば、ゴルフは一般的に名詞として使えますよね。I played golf last weekend. でも、ゴルフは動詞にもなります。I golfed last weekend. どちらかといえば、アメリカ英語に使われてますよね。多分イギリス人は I played golf の方がそれは一般的な言い方かなという印象があります。これは比較的簡単な例ですね。他にも call, brush, park, fish などがあります。今回はもっと難しいものを紹介します。So let's get cracking with the first one. Chair 委員会の司会をする。委員長を務める。Chair. So we all know a chair is a chair. But when it becomes a verb, it means to lead a meeting or to serve as a chairperson of like a committee or an organization. To chair. He was asked to chair the conference session on climate change. The president of the company will chair the annual general meeting. Who's chairing the meeting? Nobody's in charge here. Who's chairing? Are you chairing? Are you chairing today? Leaf. パラパラとめくる。We all know a leaf is a thing that grows on trees. But when it's a verb, it means to look through papers or pages of a book in a very casual way. You're not concentrating very hard. It's mostly used with through, as in leaf through. I spent the afternoon leafing through old photo albums. I always leaf through magazines at the doctor's office to pass the time. Did you get a chance to leaf through the pamphlet I gave you? Let's go to Mother Farm. It looks really fantastic. Elbow. 肘でつつく。肘でつく。肘でどかす。This is your elbow. So when you elbow someone, it's often used to get their attention. Of course, it can be used in a more violent way, especially in sport. I felt him elbow me when I was talking too much at the dinner table. I accidentally elbowed the person next to me while trying to reach my coffee. Sorry. Did you see that? He elbowed him right in the face. That's got to be a red card. Knee. 膝で押す。膝蹴りを食わせる。So this is a pretty violent one. It's often seen in sport or during a street fight. You're basically hitting someone or something with your knee. He kneed his opponent in the stomach during the fight. The player kneed the ball skillfully into the net to win the game. I hate it when people keep kneeing the back of my seat in airplanes. There he goes again. Gift. プレゼントする。This one is pretty easy to use and it's much more common in American English than UK English. It just means to give a present. One big word of advice though, don't use present in the same way. It just sounds weird. They decided to gift their neighbors a basket of homemade cookies. Yes, they decided to gift their neighbors a basket of homemade cookies. Lovely jubbly. Yum yum. I gifted my grandmother a framed family of my family. Family? I gifted my grandmother a framed photo of her family for her birthday. Did you gift her something special for your anniversary? I hope so. いらっしゃいませ. I love leafing through these magazines. We have quite a big selection.
Hey, mister, shouldn't you be working?
Oh, I'm just checking they're the newest editions.
You should work harder. I'm chairing the Students' Council meeting tomorrow in my school.
Oh, aren't we a smarty pants?
We're discussing violence in sport tomorrow.
Violence, you say?
In some sports, people knee and elbow each other, sometimes in the face. What do you think about that?
Look, I'm very busy.
You have to answer my question. You work here. I'm a customer.
Listen, take this and run along.
Are you gifting it to me?
Yes, I'm gifting it to you. Now, run along.
Thank you. Now, get back to work now.
Toast. 祝いの乾杯をする。このパンのトーストじゃなくてね。Of course, toast can be used meaning to make toast. But it's also used to make a small speech and say cheers at like a wedding or a party. He stood up to toast the couple at their wedding reception. Before we begin the dinner, let's toast to our successful year. Cheers! Should we all toast the guests who traveled so far to join us? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming such a long way for this special day. Thank you very much, and let's enjoy the party. Cheers! Dust. 埃を払う. Dust seems to be quite a well-known word in Japan, what with all the talk of house dust for people who have allergies. But to wipe down furniture, or basically to remove the dust, we use dust as a verb. She spends every Saturday morning dusting the furniture in the house. Why did I say that in like this weird British accent? Don't forget to dust the picture frames when you clean the living room. Can you dust the TV stand while I vacuum the floor? Thanks. You're a darling. Pen. 書く. 執筆する. Pen just means to write. It often suggests a deliberate or careful act of writing. With a sense of authorship or creativity, it's usually used for a letter, book, an article, or a poem. He penned his autobiography after retiring from the music industry. An autobiography is the story of your life written by yourself. She penned a heartfelt letter to her childhood friend. Can you pen a quick note to thank them for the gift? Thanks. Lounge. ダラダラする. くつろぐ. You're probably familiar with using lounge as a place, like in an airport or a hotel. It's somewhere to relax. When you use lounge as a verb, it means to relax or take it easy. He spent the entire afternoon lounging by the pool, enjoying the sunshine. After a long week of work, I like to lounge around the house on weekends. Is it easy for you to lounge all day, or do you get restless? For me, I'm terrible at lounging around the house. I can do it for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, and then I'm out of there. I've got to do something. I guess I'm a restless soul. House. 家に住ませる。保管する。収納する。This means to provide shelter or accommodation for someone or something, or to store or contain something in a particular place. It's pronounced with a light z sound instead of the usual s. House. This museum houses some of the most famous works of art in the world. The shelter houses abandoned pets until they can find new homes. Does the university house any international students in dormitories? So in this case, house means for people to live. It houses a lot of international students. House. I finished dusting the living room. Do you ever take a break? I wish I could lounge around all day. Like you, I'll have you know, I was penning a love letter to my girlfriend. We had a bit of a fight last weekend. Well, I hope you penned something nice and heartfelt. I tried to. Listen, I've got a question for you. Hit me with it then. How many DVDs do you think this will house? It'll probably house about 30. About 30? Well, I'm cleaning up my room, so... You're cleaning up your room? Oh, well, let's toast to that. Here's to a nice, tidy bedroom from here on in. Cheers! Cheers! It's homework time. So remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. And if you found this video to be useful, please leave a thumbs up. It would really help the channel. Okay, now, so today what we're going to do, I'm going to say, make 2 sentences using 2 of the verbs I talked about today. Okay, so we have chair, leaf, elbow, knee, gift, toast, dust, pen, lounge, house. Okay, so that's 2 sentences. If you want to make 3 or 4 or all 10 of them, oh, that's even better. But at least 2. Okay, so put your answers down in the comment section and I will get to them as soon as I have some free time. Okay, best of luck! 日本語を学習してる外国人にとってはすごく日本語を学習してる日本語を学習してる外国人にとっては日本語を学習してる外国人の